What's the raciest thing your child has said in public that made you want to disappear? I'm Sarah, and I have a 4-year-old son named Jake who has absolutely no filter. Last week, we were at a busy cafe when he made me want to crawl into a hole and disappear forever. We're waiting in line behind this obviously pregnant woman who looks like she's about to pop any second. She's probably 8 months along with a belly that could have its own zip code. Jake is staring at her with that intense kid stare that makes every parent nervous. I'm trying to distract him. Jake, look at the pastry, look at the menu. But he's completely fixated on this woman's stomach. Finally, he tugs on my shirt and says in his loudest 4-year-old voice, "Mommy, why did that lady swallow a basketball?" The entire cafe goes silent. I want to disappear into the floor. The woman turns around with this patient smile that tells me she's dealt with curious kids before. "Well, little one, there's a baby growing in there." Jake nods seriously, then asks, "How did the baby get inside you? Did you eat it?" I'm mortified. "Jake, that's not how..." But the woman starts laughing. "No, sweetie, the baby grew there all by itself." Jake considers this. "Like a plant?" "Kinda like that." "I think you're really smart. I think we're in the clear, but..." Jake is not done. "But how does the baby breathe in there? Is there air in your tummy?" The woman is still smiling patiently. "The baby gets oxygen through a special cord connected to me." Jake gets excited. "Like a snorkel?" "Exactly like a snorkel. We have so much in common. I love snorkeling." I'm starting to relax, thinking maybe this isn't so bad. Then Jake asks, "When the baby comes out, does it hurt your tummy like when I have to poop really big?" Jake. The entire cafe bursts into laughter. The woman is doubled over, holding her belly. "Well, it's a little bit like that, but more intense." Jake looks concerned. "Do you need special toilet paper?" "Special toilet paper?" "Yeah. When I poop big, mommy gives me the soft kind. You might need the really soft kind." The woman looks at me. "Your son is very thoughtful and very embarrassing," I mutter. Jake continues. "So the baby is like a really big poop that takes 9 months to come out?" Jake. "Please. But mommy, it makes sense. Things that take longer to come out are usually bigger. Like when daddy..." We don't need to discuss daddy's bathroom habits. The barista starts taking the woman's order. Jake watches this with great interest. "Are you buying food for you or the baby?" she asks him. "Both of us, I think." "What does the baby like to eat?" Jake gasps. "You share food with your tummy friend? That's so cool." "My tummy friend?" "Yeah, you have a friend living in your belly. You're never lonely." The woman starts laughing again. "I never thought of it that way. You're right, I'm never lonely." Jake's mind is blown. "Does the baby talk to you from inside?" "Sometimes I feel little kicks. Those are like baby high fives?" "Exactly like baby high fives." Jake thinks about this. "So you're like a walking house and the baby is your roommate? That's the best description I've ever heard." Jake looks amazed. "That's so cool. When I grow up, can I have a tummy roommate too?" "Well, that's something for when you're much older and married." As the woman is getting her coffee, Jake asks, "What's your name?" "I'm Lisa." "Hi, Lisa." "I'm Jake. You're my first pregnant friend." Lisa is cracking up. "Well, Jake, you're my first snorkel comparison friend. We're both firsts." "That's special." Lisa gets her coffee and turns to leave. Jake waves enthusiastically. "Bye, Lisa. Thanks for teaching me about tummy roommates." "Bye, Jake. Thanks for the snorkel idea." As she walks away, Jake turns to me. "Mommy, I like Lisa. She's nice, and she's sharing her body." The barista, who's been trying not to laugh this whole time, finally loses it. "Ma'am, your son just made my entire week." Jake tugs on my shirt again. "Mommy, can we invite Lisa over for dinner?" "Jake, we don't know her well enough for that, but she has a built-in friend. She's never bored." "That's not how friendships work, sweetheart." "Why not?" "She likes coffee." "We have coffee. That's not enough reason to invite strangers over." "But she's not a stranger. She's Lisa, my tummy roommate friend." "She's still essentially a stranger, honey." Jake thinks about this. "Well, can we at least wave if we see her again?" "Of course we can wave." "Good. I want to ask her baby if it likes snorkeling too." As we're walking out, Jake says, "Mommy, I learned something important today." "What's that?" "Growing people is like being a house for someone else." "That's very wise, Jake. And the best roommates are the ones you grow yourself."